All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our webinar today. We're here for the Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine Frequently Asked Question webinar. So let's get started. I am Georgia. I'm the Director of Admissions here at University of Western States. I'm joined by my colleague, Lydii, and we're excited to walk you through some of the most frequently asked questions we get about applying to the Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine, or H&FM programs. Whether you are just starting to explore or you're mid application, we're hoping that this is going to give you some clarity and confidence as you move forward. Let's give you some background about UWS first. So, University of Western States, or UWS, was founded in 1904 in Portland, Oregon, as the second oldest chiropractic college in the world. Over the years, UWS has expanded its health programs, including the Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine Program Master's degree, which was created in 2012 with collaboration from the Institute of Functional Medicine. From just a few dozen students over a decade ago, the program now has about 300 students. In 2021, we introduced the Doctor of Clinical Nutrition pathway and continued to adapt its curriculum and the curriculum of the master's program and graduate certificate to meet evolving licensure and requirements like the CNS.
Great. Thank you so much, Georgia. As you mentioned, I'm Lydii. I'm the Senior Admissions Counselor here at UWS. Now we're just going to spend some time briefly going over the programs that we offer. So at UWS, we offer two fully online programs in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine. The first is our Master's of Science in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine, and the second is our certificate program. So both are fully evidence-informed. They're rooted in a whole person approach to healthcare, whether you're a licensed provider looking to deepen your nutrition knowledge or someone exploring a new career direction in health and wellness. These programs can be a great fit. So our master's program is 100% online. It's completely asynchronous. It's definitely designed to be flexible. It can be completed anywhere from 2 to 5 years, depending on your pacing. So admissions can always explain that process, but you can adjust your course load, make sure it's flexible and works with your schedule. The program also qualifies you for the CNS, the Certified Nutrition Specialist, and the CCN, the Certified Clinical Nutritionist examinations. To be eligible for this program, it requires a bachelor's degree in any field with a 2.75 GPA or higher, and applicants below that 2.75 can contact admissions to go over your unique case. And we did just want to also note that this program also prepares you for our DCN program, which is our Doctorate of Clinical Nutrition, which is a 2-year fixed track online doctorate if you want to continue your education and go that step further. And then the other program we offer is the Graduate Certificate of Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine. This is also 100% online. It's asynchronous, can be completed in 1 to 3 years, depending on your pacing. And it specifically requires a master's or doctorate degree in a healthcare discipline with a 3.0 GPA or higher. And then the prerequisites for this and the master's, which we'll chat about next, is a college level course in physiology, biology, biochemistry, and nutrition. And we'll chat about that biochemistry track in just a moment. But these are both great options. So depending on which you're eligible for and what your goals are, definitely reach out to admissions if you have any questions or want to identify what prereqs you still need and all of that.
If you're missing a prerequisite, don't worry. There are many flexible ways to complete them. Many applicants use online self-paced platforms like Portage Learning or Straighterline. These courses are typically taking 8 to 10 weeks, and you can take them one at a time or double up depending on your schedule. Since they start anytime, you could log on today and take the first step towards your H&FM program. You might have seen it earlier, but there is also something called the biochemistry elective track. This is only available to applicants for the master's. And what you need is general chemistry with a C minus or higher. So if your biochemistry is a little older, if it's 8 years or older, or maybe you've never taken biochemistry before, but you have taken chemistry, reach out. We'd love to tell you more about this track. It'll fold it into your master's degree, get you completed in a shorter amount of time, qualifies possibly for federal financial aid as well. And if you're considering taking a prerequisite at another college or university, feel free if you have that course description or heck, maybe you have the syllabus. Go ahead and send that over to us. We'll take a look. We would be happy to give you a thumbs up on whatever you might like us to take a look at.
So for our application process, the first step is to meet with your admissions counselor. If you've already connected with them, great. But you can also reach out to admissions directly to get connected with them. But the first step will be to meet with that admissions counselor. We'll help you review your prerequisites that you've completed or that you still need. And then you can feel free to send us those unofficial transcripts to start for that initial review, but all official transcripts should be sent directly from that school to admissions. And for your application, it's pretty straightforward. You'll be able to submit your application and upload all your required materials. So you'll need 2 recommendations, a short essay, just 250 to 500 words, your resume, and an ID verification that you can upload. Once all of your documents are on file, you've connected with your admissions counselor and made a plan for your prerequisites, you can interview once you have 2 out of 4 of the prerequisites you need. So again, 2 out of 4 prerequisites in a submitted application with all materials on file, and you can move forward to interview and get that admissions decision.
Now, we'd love to take you through some of those frequently asked questions. These are the ones that we get all the time. We're hoping to be able to get them answered for you before you even start an application or anytime you may want to learn a little bit more. So let's not hesitate to dive in. So, when do prerequisites need to be completed by? The biochemistry we've been talking about needs to be done 6 weeks before the start of the term if you were not joining us for the biochemistry pathway. Otherwise, all of the prerequisites need to be done by the first day of class. We recommend finishing them long before then. You are going to be more comfortable with your program if you wrap up those prerequisites sooner rather than later. But if you're running behind on one or if you're squeezing one in, we can wait until the first day of class for most of those. Do these courses need a lab? If it comes with a lab, you are welcome to take one. That's always an additional way to learn. It might be nice to have some hands-on experience and see it in a different way, but you don't need a lab. So if you need to pay a little bit extra for a lab, if the lab is optional, no need to take it. We're happy with just the topic itself. And then again, about that recency requirement, that is only for biochemistry. If you took physiology 10 years ago, no problem. We're happy to take it. If biology was 15, that's okay. Now, we do recommend brushing up on these courses so that you're feeling, really prepared for the program. This is fresh in your mind, but only biochemistry has a recency requirement, and that requirement is 8 years.
Another question that comes up all the time is, do I need to complete all 4 prerequisites before applying? So like I mentioned, you just need 2 out of 4 of the prerequisites to be eligible for an interview. So UWS allows applicants to apply and even interview for admissions before all 4 are completed. So reach out to admissions counselor if you have any questions about that. The other question that comes up a lot is, do I need a specific grade for these courses to count, or what grade do I need? So all of your prerequisites should be completed with a C- grade or higher, including if you're going to do the biochemistry elective track that Georgia was referring to. Even your general chemistry course should be completed with the C- grade or higher. And then also, can someone review my transcripts? Yes, absolutely. So feel free to email your unofficial transcripts to your admissions counselor or to admissions directly for us to give you a review of those.
Thanks, Liddy. So, a few more questions for you. We get a lot of questions about how long is it going to take me to do these courses? From our experience, the average course with somewhere like Straighterline or Portage Learning, which again, you can sign up today and get those started, and they are self-paced. So really the time will depend on you and your schedule. But generally, we're seeing people wrap them up in about 8 to 10 weeks. Some students, again, they overlap courses. Maybe as they get one of them under control, they're feeling confident in biology. Maybe they're beginning their physiology then. So you can't have them overlap. Or some people do them one at a time. We'll leave that up to you for what your preference is, but not uncommon to do more than one, and they typically take, again, about 8 to 10 weeks. And then finally, I have a unique situation. Can I get help? Can you take a look? Yeah, you got it. If you've got a unique situation, maybe you don't have a traditional background, you're coming from a completely different field. Maybe you've done some certificates that you're curious if maybe they'll count towards your prerequisites. Maybe you've got a GPA concern. Bring it to us. We're happy to take a look. We'd love to talk more.
As far as next steps go, it's always great to reach out as soon as possible. So if you're aiming to join us for an upcoming term, don't wait. Definitely reach out to us so we can start reviewing your transcripts. You can get started on your application, submit any admissions materials or documents that you need, all so that you can also interview. One thing that Georgia and I have seen over the years at UWS is people delaying their prerequisites
Mhm.
and just not getting started on those early and then missing their targeted start date or their goal that they were hoping for and having to continue to push that back. So getting started, getting in touch with us as soon as possible and making a plan for completing all of those can be so helpful, especially with interview dates that start to fill up. Georgia and I have seen this as well. Very, very common. So reaching out early, getting started on that, making sure you can secure an interview slot is also a huge part of the application process that you can get a head start on as early as possible.
Absolutely, Liddy. Yeah, like Liddy has said, it's never too early to reach out to us. We would love to talk nice and early, see exactly where you're at with your educational plan, find a way to make this work for you. So, from all of us here at University of Western States, thank you for joining us. On the screen, you're going to see a few different ways to get in touch with us. Use any or all of them if you may like. If you want to see other webinars, you can see that on our website under the Connect with Admissions Virtually tab. But if you need to drop us a line, if you want to check out other things on our website, or maybe give us a call, use these numbers and addresses right here, and we are happy to be of help. We are only a phone call or keyboard or letter away. So, again, thanks so much for joining us from me and Liddy, and have a fantastic rest of your day. All right, we did it.